Hey you guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, welcome, welcome, welcome. And if you're returning, I like to say, hey friends. Before we get started, if you're not already following me across all of my social media platforms, make sure you go ahead and follow me. My name is Guesswhosvegan, and that's across my Instagram, my TikTok, my Lemon 8. Y'all know the new app, Lemon 8. Go ahead and check me out over there. Also, if you're looking to go vegan, not sure what to do, how to start, I do have a book to help you transition to a vegan lifestyle that is here, that is in the description down below. I also have vegan cookbooks to help you and assist you in your journey, and I also offer one-on-one coaching, and that's for anybody that wants like one-on-one in-depth knowledge about going vegan. Make sure you guys check out my website, Guesswhosvegan.com, for all of that information. Also, I do have a vegan support group. If you want like a supportive group of people around you that is helping you, showing you recipes, weight loss journey while being vegan, make sure you guys check us out over there, and that is on Facebook. That link is also down in the description. Here's a picture of it just so you know what you're looking for when you go looking for us, okay? Anyways, now let's get into the video. By the title of this video, I already know what y'all thinking. You guys already know that my daughter, the one who was the person that inspired me to transition to go vegan, is no longer vegan. She has started back eating fish and seafood and stuff like that. So she is considered a pescatarian. So I'm going to tell you guys how I feel about that, why she made her decision, and things like that. Okay, so y'all already know, when I first went vegan, it was not because of me. It was because my daughter came home one day and she was like super distraught, and she was like, she didn't want to eat meat anymore. And I was like, okay, we can do a 1 week challenge. And if you guys haven't already seen like the actual video that I'm telling you guys about, make sure you guys scroll all the way down to the first video that I uploaded when I started my channel. That was actually the first video that I uploaded, and it's called My First 30 Days as a Vegan. So when I first went vegan, it was because of her. She inspired me to do a 1 week challenge, and I was like, okay, we could definitely do a 1 week challenge. And if you guys don't already know, within that 1 week of me going vegan, on that 6th day, I had made up in my mind, or I had made my decision that I was actually going to continue, you know, staying vegan or whatever. I've been vegan since August 2021. So I'm coming up on 2 years. May, June, July, August. She initially, when I first went vegan, she stayed vegan with me for an entire year. And then after the year, she decided she wanted to introduce seafood back into her diet. And I'm going to tell you guys why, and I'm going to tell y'all how I feel about it. Okay, so if you guys know my daughter, I am going to show, insert a picture of her before she went vegan. She's going to be somewhere over there looking cute or whatever. So that is a picture of her before she went vegan, before we went vegan, because I went vegan because she inspired me. Obviously, you know, when you go vegan, if you are eating pretty good, you are going to lose weight. She was already a petite girl, and she's in high school, and she had began to lose a lot of weight, and she was already, you know, pretty small anyways. My baby had lost like 30 pounds, you know, when she went vegan. And I'm gonna tell you, it's not only because she went vegan, but once she did go vegan, her appetite decreased tremendously, y'all. I would literally have to force this girl to eat because she just wasn't hungry. And granted, I had to make myself eat too, because like after you get the groove of it, like when you first go vegan, you're gonna be hungry a lot. But like once you're vegan for a little while, I say probably like 4 or 5 months, then you kind of get used to not eating as much or whatever. Well, I was eating a lot, she wasn't, but her appetite really decreased, and I started noticing her, you know, losing weight. And I personally didn't like how small she was beginning to get. But so I started buying like a lot of foods that she could just throw in the air fryer, and vegan food that she could throw in the air fryer, like a lot of the chicken dip things that she could just eat like snacks. But because my baby was not eating, and I tried to encourage her. I even was doing meal prep. I was packing our food to take with us. And it wasn't that she didn't like it, y'all, because she loved my cooking. She just didn't have an appetite. She would eat like half her food. And you know, when you go vegan, the calories, it's not as many calories as it is when you not vegan. So you're going to automatically lose weight. And then she cut the portions that she was eating into half. So my baby lost like 30 whole pounds, and she was small, y'all. She had got pretty small. You subscribed yet? And did you hit that like button? Go ahead. It was becoming a little bit hard for her to have a social life. I worry about my kid, and I want to make sure she have like a healthy social life. And not that being vegan she wouldn't have had one, it just made it a little bit more difficult for her. And if she had a way for it to not be difficult for her to enjoy it, and it's still not as bad as, well, I ain't gonna say not as bad, but it's still a lot healthier than the standard American diet, and I'm all for it. And I was all for her gaining her independence back again, because she also, y'all know she 18, she couldn't really cook like I can, so her food that she was making was kind of repetitive, and it was getting a little bit boring for her when I wasn't available, because like I say, I be doing a lot, and I wasn't always like available I wasn't always available to cook. So the things at home, she didn't know how to prepare them herself. So it made it a little bit difficult for my baby. But moving forward, if I had to do it all over again, I would put a lot more time into it. Because y'all know, that was like, when we first started, I didn't know as much as I know now. But if I had to do it all over again to keep her vegan, I would say have like a lot of snacks for them to eat. But if you are doing it for your children, make sure you have a lot of snacks on hand for them. Coconut water is a really good fruit that is high in calories, so you can swap their water out for coconut water. You can make their smoothies with coconut water just to increase their calories. You know, you could do little things like that. You can make them their own little homemade little snacks like M&Ms and stuff. You can make their own one. And you know, nuts are high in calories too. So you get you some cashews or peanuts, and you get you some vegan chocolate, and you make those. You can make like Rice Krispies for the kids. Like, have them some high caloric snacks. So that's something that I would have done differently, and I would have really made her take her vitamins. Like, I would have started her out taking vitamins, only because she wasn't eating like she was supposed to eat. And also, when I first started, I didn't know all about the chia seeds and stuff like that. Things that are like packed with the nutrients that she needed. She wasn't drinking or eating that. I would have had sea moss on deck and had her putting that in her smoothies. Like, it's a lot of information that I know now. I wish I would have knew then, because I would have been able to help her keep her weight up. So now she already went back to meat. But if I had to do it again and I had to show somebody again, those are just some tips that I would recommend they do. Make sure they have high caloric snacks around the house, especially for the kids. But y'all, I am not mad at my baby. I'm not mad at her. I'm actually proud of her for making a decision on her own and saying this is what she initially wanted to do this, but this is what she wants to do now. We are an evolving people, and I'm okay with her changing her mind. Me personally, I'm not changing my mind, but I don't expect everybody to be like me. So I'm okay with her changing her mind, evolving, growing into a young adult, making her own decisions. That's her life. You know what I'm saying? I just show her a healthier way, but that's my baby, and I'm proud of her for the choices that she makes, and I'm happy for her. So no, I ain't mad. Now, me personally, I'm not going back to seafood. That's not what I want. I don't have any cravings for it. But for her, she's about to go off to college. It'll probably be easier for her because she's a young adult now. She probably don't have as much time as I do, and she's not as versatile with her food. Like, she is not gonna eat a lot of stuff. Like, my taste palettes are pretty broad. she is real picky when it comes to food. And then she's about to go off to college. So first of all, I can't tell her that because I don't want to push veganism away from her, because I mean, ultimately I want her to be healthy and I don't want to push it away from her. So I'm not gonna force it down her throat. But she did go back to eat meat. Now, like I said, am I hurt about it? I mean, do I wish she's stayed vegan? Absolutely, I do. But do I want my baby to have a little weight on her and be healthy? Yes, I do. And if that is her going back to seafood, I'm okay with that. I mean, I'm okay with everybody eating whatever it is they want to eat. I'm just here for the people that actually want to be vegan. I'm the bridge to help them go vegan. But I don't judge anybody that eats differently than I do. Now, my baby, I do want her to ultimately come back to veganism, but who knows? Even if she does, even if she doesn't, I just want my baby to be happy, healthy, and alive, because that's what life is for. In our home, I do not cook anything outside of vegan food, and she knows that. But when I go out grocery shopping, I do buy her seafood. I buy her shrimp, lobster, and fish. I try to buy her the absolute cleanest and healthiest fish that I can. And when she cooks food, she always makes like a version for herself and a version for me. If what she's making me, she prefer like her seafood. Like the other day we had loaded baked potatoes, and I had mine with my vegan meat, and instead of the vegan meat she used shrimp, which is, I don't care. If everything else on her plate is a healthy version, so if she want to do her shrimp, I don't care. I love my baby just the way she is. I will continue to talk about veganism because it helped me. Okay, you guys, I hope that helped.